Come say hello, Dre. Huh? Let's wait for a couple of people to join in, before I start rambling on. Hanging out with Dre, Mwah. Thursday evening. Hope everyone had a nice day. Happy Women's Day. Okay, so we're going to talk a lot about chicks in the gym, Who doesn't like seeing chicks in the gym? It's a good thing, right? We need more of it. Empower women, Women need to stand up and enter that bloody weights room, So I'm going to give you guys some advice on that. What do you reckon, Dre? Should chicks go in the gym? Yes or no? That's a yes, mate. Yes, they should. That's the right answer, mate. That's the right bloody answer. Okay, so what are the topics that we're talking about? All right, so women in the weights room. I get it. It's daunting. It's scary. You know, there's shitloads of dudes in there. A lot of guys. Male-dominated area. Heavy weights as well. Lots of bars and awkward things as well. And yeah, I mean, you step in there and it's like, where the fuck do I start? Where do I go? What exercises do I do? You know, I'm just kind of used to going on a treadmill and walking, or I'm used to going to a class and someone telling me what to do. I'm not used to going into an area where I have to claim ownership and I have to kind of train myself. You know, this is something that I've never done in this situation before. So, I mean, that's one of the benefits why you should definitely be doing weight training, because it teaches you ownership, it teaches you responsibility, and it teaches you how to be independent in the gym, which is important. I mean, who wants to rely on just some random class and it's like, okay, you know, these are the exercises that you could do, but you can't explore, the rest of the weights room, the rest of the gym, where you could potentially be doing, hundreds of other exercises that you may enjoy and you may like and you may want to see yourself progress in. So the people in the weights room, yeah, there's a lot of dudes, but there's a lot of dudes everywhere. You know, you go to a nightclub, there's a lot of dudes. You walk on the street, there's a lot of dudes. There's a lot of fucking dudes everywhere. And the people that are in the weights room are the same people that are fucking on the street. You know, the same people. They probably have similar jobs to you. They might be the people that go and, fix your water pipes, plumbers, whatever. Who knows, right? They're just normal people. So they're not people that are inherently bad or inherently judgmental or anything like that. I mean, guys could say the same thing about stepping into a yoga class and feeling like, oh, all the girls are looking at me. I don't really know how to get into these positions. They're all wearing tights and it's a bit daunting. Actually, I don't know if guys would actually say that. They'd probably be perving on all the chicks, to be honest. But regardless, it's just a different atmosphere. But that doesn't mean that they can't do it. You wouldn't hear girls saying, you would definitely, be hearing yoga girls saying, oh, you're a guy, you should definitely get in the yoga room, slap some tights on. It's comfortable. You would really enjoy it. Work on your flexibility. It's the same thing for guys telling women, oh, you should definitely get into the weights room. You would love it, lift some weights, you'll feel awesome. It's the same thing, just a different circumstance, and it's a different environment. It's just something different that we're used to, like someone that has been in the weights room for longer is obviously going to feel more comfortable there. They're going to be able to navigate themselves around there a lot easier than someone who hasn't stepped in the weights room before. And the only difference is between men and women is that men just introduce themselves into the weights room earlier. They're not like genetically supposed to be in the weights room more so than a woman. That's completely bullshit. That's why even sometimes gyms market it that way. Like, I see sometimes when women are getting toured around the gym, they'll be like, oh, we have classes here, we have yoga. It's like, come this way. Where guys, they'll get toured around the gym. It's like, oh, here are the squat racks, here are this. They all get showed the same shit, but there's a bit more emphasis on trying to make that sale with, here is this is for you kind of thing, which is all a stereotype, and, I think, particularly women these days, they're all trying to break stereotypes, why we have, Women's Day and, empowering women. And I think it's important for you guys to fucking take ownership and, want to do things like stepping into the weights room and things like that and breaking stereotypes and and doing things that, maybe society is telling you not to do, because, fuck what society's telling you to do. Be yourself. That's the main thing. Okay, so that's my advice on basically women in the weight room, and why your body isn't less capable of being in the weight room compared to a man. The only difference is that we have different body structures. Men are gonna be stronger in certain areas naturally compared to women. Okay, women can produce more force through the hips because they have larger hips, where men through the shoulders because we have broader shoulders. That's why you find that guys are gonna be able to do a pull-up a lot easier than a girl, and girls can pick up doing like squats and deadlifts a whole lot faster compared to dudes. So there's pros and cons for both, but the gym is so diverse that you can do so many different exercises and have your program in such a different way that it's always suited to you. There's always a program for you. Even if you have a shitload of injuries, or doesn't matter what your goal is, there's always something that you can do. Like the gym is like a playground and tools to use just to get to your goal. Like back in the day, we used to walk, we used to hunt, we used to run and all this shit. But now in today's society, everyone's sitting down a lot, everyone's lazy as fuck. So it's like, okay, we need a place. We need a place where we can have all these different objects and machines where people can go to make up for that lack of movement, to get in shape. And that goes for everybody, not more so men than women. Okay, what's my next part of this? Can someone tell me what the next part was? Was it why women shouldn't rely on classes? Was it that one? Okay, I'll talk about it. Sorry, I can't see it on this video. Okay, why women shouldn't rely on classes. So as I was saying before, women generally get steered towards doing the classes, and fucking hell, my gym, they have like body pump class, man. The line outside body pump class on a lunchtime, there's at least like over 100 people all lining up, all just like waiting there, It's like, fuck, man. These people, I've never seen them go in any other part of the gym. It's like, you're paying for this gym membership. Why don't you use the whole gym? Or why don't you at least use parts of the gym that are suited to your goal? Because that's why you started training at the gym. You started training at the gym to get to your goal. Yes, you went to the gym just to, kill a bit of time, feel good, also, get moving, but you want to reach your goal. So you want to use the parts of the gym that are going to help you reach your goal the fastest, the most efficient, the most sustainable. And body pump class, unless your goal is to get better at body pump, it's probably not the place that you should be, right? You should probably be somewhere where you can do something that's customized for yourself. It's best suited to your goal, and that's why the weights room is so dynamic. Like, it's not like you go to the weights room and everyone just does the same fucking shit. You go to the weights room and everyone's doing, something a little bit differently if they know what they're doing anyway. But very similar stuff. Okay, so women, you shouldn't be relying on classes. And I was having a chat with a girl today who came out of a class. And I was like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, she's like, I'm good. And I'm like, how's the class? She's like, yeah, it was good, but it just wasn't that challenging, I feel like I might need to go to another class where the people in the class are fitter, and like that will motivate me to push myself harder or something like that. And I was like, yeah, cool. So have you ever thought about stepping into the weights room? And she was honest. She's like, I haven't been there because I just don't know what to do, blah, blah. And that's fair enough. Like, no one is supposed to know what to do in the weights room or anywhere for that matter. You get taught, or you learn yourself through trial and error. But if you want to do it quicker, you get taught, right? If you want to get somewhere quicker, you learn from someone who's already done it. Okay, that's why we have teachers in this world. Okay, otherwise we'll have to discover everything fucking off the top of the bat. We'll have to discover algebra again, and physics, and how to create a light bulb again. Like, the reason why we have teachers is to continuously pass on that knowledge, and that's what I am. I'm a gym teacher. I just teach people how to train properly. Okay, so look, you can understand why the class could get a bit repetitive at times. You're relying on a certain format that's not best suited to you. And also, you're fitting into that whole stereotype of, you're like, I'm a woman, I should just be in this class, and I'm doomed to be here for the rest of my life, where, it's good now. A lot of chicks are kind of stepping into the weights room. They're kind of stepping out of those classes, which is awesome to see. It's good to see. It still needs, a bit more of a push. Ideally, what we'd want now is like women knowing straight away that the weights room is where they need to be to get results. Because right now they still need a lot of convincing, a lot of videos, a lot of like studies, and where guys know, majority of guys actually, a lot of guys still, I've seen guys in body pump, I don't know what the fuck they're doing in there, but they're probably there to perv, who knows, but majority of guys know that if they want to get leaner, if they want to get buff, if they want to get a good body, they should go to the weights room, right? Because all the guys that have the best bodies, or, not that we're comparing like different body shapes from different parts of the gym, but a lot of the guys that have good bodies, I mean, girls can back it up for me if they want, but are generally in the weights room, okay? A lot of the guys are in the weights room. So it's no different for chicks. No different for chicks at all. Okay, why weight training is good for women, I think was the last one. And okay, so weight training, you can burn more calories doing weight training. Burn lots more calories because we're progressively overloading you. A class, plateau, treadmills, you're just doing the same fucking boring shit. I don't know how people just walk on a treadmill half an hour, 45 minutes straight. I couldn't think of anything more boring. Yes, it's better than nothing, but at least go for a walk outside, get some vitamin D, get some fresh air, at least. But it's like, okay, I'm going to use up energy for this treadmill to run so I can walk on it just to get a workout, when I can go outside and not waste any energy because I don't need to fucking some big machine to use up electricity, but I can walk outside for free. Alright, a bit slow today, huh? No questions. So I went on a bit of a rant anyway. Hey Snoop. Okay, weight training as well. You build up lean muscle tissue. Lean muscle tissue, in order for you to keep it, burns calories, yeah? So I need to eat more food to continue to maintain all this muscle mass that I have. Now women, you're not going to grow muscle mass that quickly, and you're not going to grow that much muscle mass, which is why it's good for you to do weight training, yeah? Because the look that guys are after, it's good for us to get that look, and it's easier for us to get that look because we are genetically capable of growing more muscle mass, which is good for us. The girls don't want to look too huge, and well, majority of girls don't want to look huge or masculine. That's perfect then, because the way that your hormones are and your body structure is, you're not going to get to that point. It's just the way things are, We aesthetically, as humans, want to look the best way that we can, right? So doing something out of that means that we're going to have to start using drugs or steroids or additional fucking testosterone and things like that, which majority of chicks, I'm sure, aren't going to take. There's a small percentage. Okay, so apart from that, you're going to be able to burn more calories doing weight training. I was trying to explain this to the girl that was doing body pump, okay? Now, in the body pump class, there's no like tracking of weight. Like, you probably go 1 week, oh, I feel a bit stronger. Yeah, I had a little bit extra weight. Another week, oh, the person next to me, they're adding more weight. Okay, I add a bit more weight. Another week, oh, I don't feel so good. Another week, I forgot what the fuck I'm lifting. So you don't know what you're lifting, right? So let's say you're going to lift 10 kilos, 15 kilo barbell. Because a lot of them, like, you do deadlifts and then you go up and you do like shoulder press. So whatever you can shoulder press, I'm sure it's not going to feel very heavy for your deadlift, right? So if you did 10, 15 kilos of deadlifts for 50 reps, okay, you are going to burn more calories lifting something, let's say like 60 kilos, which a lot of females can lift if they train for it, in not much time at all, okay? A lot of my female clients deadlift over 60 kilos, and they're not big either. Some of them weigh like 52 kilos, 53, and they've only been weight training for like 6-8 months. Okay, you're gonna burn more calories doing that. Okay, after doing a 60 kilo or something close, sub close to your maximum, you're gonna step out of it feeling like, fucking hell. You're gonna start getting sweaty. You're gonna start feeling out of breath. You're gonna feel like you just ran around the block. Yeah, so it burns more calories, which is good for you to help you get into a calorie deficit, which makes you reduce body fat. And this goes for all your exercises, yeah? So the exercises that you do burn more calories, right? Compared to some little fruity ass movements. Okay, I think I'm going to end the live video. I don't know who's watching. Oh, what happened there? How do I do that? Alright. Unless the person watching has a question, I'm gonna end it. Because my dogs and me, we wants to chill. Alright, have a good night. Happy Women's Day to ya.